I'm Christy Vega-Gluch, and I'm going to show you how to mix gum paste with fondant. We have a mixture of equal parts. You can either make your own gum paste or you can buy it store-bought. Same with the fondant as well. And what you're going to do is you're working this together and you're actually going to incorporate both of these. As the warmth of your hands will get the fondant and the gum paste sticky. So you want to add a little bit of vegetable shortening to that. So you're going to keep kneading this until both of these are incorporated. So once your fondant and your gum paste is incorporated, like I said, if your hands get sticky, you want to get a little vegetable shortening on them. The main reason why you're mixing gum paste and fondant is for the elasticity of it. You will use gum paste and fondant when you're making floral work and also for fondant draping. So if you're going to do some floral work, now this is just a cutout of fondant flower cutout with using the gum paste and fondant. Typically this has a lot more stretch in this, so you're able to roll this a lot thinner than you would if you just use straight fondant. If you use straight fondant, you can only roll it out to a certain consistency or a thickness. Another option you can do too is if you have a pasta roller, you can actually feed this through the pasta roller and it makes it nice and quick. So if you're doing this with your hands, you want to keep dusting your table as you're rolling this out. I like to, when we're cutting out fondant flowers, even though it's a basic flower shape, I like to get this as thin as possible. Don't forget, as you're rolling this out, your extra, you want to make sure and keep in a Ziploc bag or a container because it will dry out. So we're going to keep rolling this. And like I said, you can get this pretty thin. I don't know if you can tell how thin this is, but it's very, very thin. So at this point, you can use any type of floral cutter that you have. Going to cut it out. This is actually a pad specifically used for floral work. Okay, so once your flower's cut out, this is a ball tool. You can get these at any craft store. You can get them online. So I'm actually thinning out the, if that happens, you can kind of piece it together. If you're really particular and a perfectionist, you might need to cut another one out, like I am, but for right now, that's a good accident to happen because that happens quite a bit. You just kind of work it in. And you're going to do each petal. A good way to remember this is the ball tool, you want to have it half on the pad and half on the paste, meaning as you're going back and forth and you're kind of rounding this out, you're thinning these petals out, but you want the ball tool to be half on the paste and half on the pad. So you're gradually, what you're doing is thinning this out. Okay. And I like to, this is just kind of a styrofoam freeform piece that we can just put our flower on. Once this is on your pad here, you just leave it to dry and you can actually use it for the following day. So you want to usually, if you're going to do these, dry them about a day before you need it. Okay, so another technique you can do using gum paste and fondant is fondant draping. There's a couple ways to do this technique. I'm just going to show you a quick way. You're going to roll out your fondant. You want to get it as thin as you can. You're going to clean off your edges on both sides. I actually like to make it more almost of like an elongated eyeball shape, or almost like an oval with a point on it. And you have a fondant covered cake here, depending on where you're going to put your draping. I'm just going to have it draped from one side to the other. So you want to put a little bit of water on those 2 points where it's going to be draped. I kind of do both sides at the same time. This is a square cake. I mean, you can do a round cake, but that way it gives you that nice draped effect. And like I said, it's very difficult to do that if you just use straight fondant without adding the gum paste. This is gum paste mixed with fondant. I'm Christy Vega-Gluch from Phoenix Cake Company. Please visit our website for more inspirational cake ideas and tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.